What's up guys, it's Herbert here from Sculpt to Samurai, and on today's video I want to kind of give you guys my story on how I got started in fitness and some of the things that kind of led to me, putting my life in order. So about 7 years ago in 2015, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. For some of you who don't know, type 1 diabetes is basically a juvenile diabetes. It's normally present in small children and young adults. I was in the military at the time, and my military career was cut short. Even though I was only going to do about 4 years, I had to exit the military in 2.5 years, I believe. And at the time, I was, constructing and kind of planning my future ahead, what I was going to do when I was to get out. And before you know it, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. My wife now, she's my girlfriend then, she came over one weekend in Virginia Beach. I was stationed at Nassau, Oceana. And at that time, one of the weekend, she came over. So one of the weekends she had came over. That weekend she had came over. We was in a hotel on base, and I walked to the store, and I kind of noticed that my eyes were kind of blurry just a little bit. But I ain't really paid no mind. I thought it was just the sun because it was kind of hot. The sun was shining, and I went about my day. Come to find out, after I dropped her to the airport, I made it back to my barracks, and that week, the previous weekend or the following weekend, some things started to change up. And what happened was, I remember I was in my barracks room, and I didn't leave my room that whole weekend. I was just drinking nothing but Gatorade. I was drinking nothing but water. But while I'm drinking, I'm urinating more frequently. My eyes is blurry as well. I could barely see like down the street when I'm driving a car. I shouldn't have been driving at the time, but thank God he was with me. And again, so after all of that took place, the frequent drinking, the urination, my mouth being dry as fuck. What else? I was barely eating. And I want to say that Sunday, I got up out of the bed and my boxes completely fell off. I lost 10 pounds within 2 days. And it took me some time to get them 10 pounds back, only because of the things I'm about to name. So I had my shipment, well, not my shipment, but the guy who was in my squadron with me, he drove me down to the hospital. They kept me there for about a good 3 to 4 days. I was in the hospital by myself. One of my homeboys, Jackson, he had came and visited me, and also the chief of my shop at the time, he had came and visited me. But for the most of the part, I was in there by myself, and that's where, I kind of was just faced with my reality, that things were soon to change. And so for the next 3 to 4 years after I was diagnosed, man, within them 3 to 4 years, I fell into a real deep depression that I didn't want to face. I didn't want to admit I was in a depression, and I was just, angry, and I had a lot of resentment because some of the things that I wanted to do, I kind of had to just like shove it to the side and face this new reality of mine, which was type 1 diabetes. And so after about 4 years of me, kind of reflecting and going through the motions and just really accepting this new lifestyle, because I had went 21 years without being a type 1 diabetic, right? And now at 21 years old, I'm a type 1 diabetic. It just wasn't sitting right with me. Like, and type 1 diabetes is not from your diet or anything like that, but they say it's hereditary, or, but it has something to do with your pancreas. And so, I was just really angry, just really questioning a lot of things. And I was like that for about a good 4 years. So from 2015 to 2019, my relationship with my diabetes, me being angry and resenting it, or, having my heart full of resentment, it kind of grew, it kind of seeped over into, different cracks in my life, kind of like how water kind of overflowed. You know how you can put water in a certain section, or you can put, or water can get in your attic and it seep through the cracks and stuff like that. That's what diabetes did to my life. Like, from me having anger and resentment in my health, right, because of what had happened to me, I kind of let that spill over into other areas of my life, like my relationship with my wife, my relationship with myself, my relationship. I was a business owner, or somebody who was a new business owner, right, looking to build business, or 2 businesses. That kind of spilled over into that too, right? My relationships wasn't right. I wasn't really doing what I was supposed to be doing and things like that, just because I was really filled with anger and resentment and I wasn't facing my reality. And so in 2019, I was faced with a situation, and that situation really woke me up, you know, marital wise, and I was having a problem in my marital relationship, but that kind of brought me to fitness, and fitness was my only outlet at the time that wasn't a bad escape. I was smoking marijuana. I'm clear of that. I'm free, thank God. But you know, that was like my outlet. That was an escape that was positive. It wasn't like an escape to where it's like I was high and I came back down and kind of, you know, you gotta get high again. It wasn't none of that. So I kind of, you know, like fed into this fitness thing. Like I started off at the park doing calisthenics. I was doing pull-ups, dips. Shout out to them guys in New York, you know, Good Money Channel or whatever. I was watching them guys, and so I was just basically taking a lot of their routines and just kind of create my own routine. Some of the things I take, or some I'll take stuff from this video, take stuff from this video, and I just kind of like, you know, put it all together and I'll do it. So I did that for about a year and a half, and I saw some progress, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna take this serious, man. And I got into the gym. Planet Fitness was my first gym. A lot of people say that's not a real gym to go work out at, but that's what I did, man. That's what I you know, could afford at the time, so I did that, and I went there. I stayed there for about a good year. I saw some real good progress, and now I'm at my new gym, which is Club 4 Fitness. I'm just a step above Planet Fitness. It's not nothing too crazy, but that's what I did, right? And so in my last 3 years of me doing my fitness, man, I've seen crazy improvements. So in 2019, my A1C was 7 point, I want to say it was like 7.1, 7.2. Yeah, 7.1, 7.2. And I dropped it like within 3 years, right? Like the last time I went check, it was back at like 6.0 or 6.1, something like that. But within 2 years, I had dropped it from 7.2 to about 5.9, which is pre-diabetic. So, which is really good. It just goes to show you that when you put hard work, dedication, and time into something, it benefits you. And that's what really happened. That's how I got into fitness, and that's why I'm so adamant about pushing fitness, because fitness also helped rebuild my life. It helped rebuild my confidence. It helped rebuild my relationship with myself, which, you know, it kind of spills over into other areas of your life as well. So I'm still building myself up, but you know, I just think that fitness is really important, and that's how you know, fitness just really you know, just really helped me rebuild my life, man. Like again, I've been clean for like about 70 days. I haven't smoked any marijuana, which is cool, and you know, that's my story basically. That's how I got into fitness, and that's why I'm gonna stick with fitness. And recently I just joined, I was in a show called Bayou Muscle, and we placed second. We coached ourselves for the training part. We had an opposing coach, but for the most part, I did 90% of the work. My opposing coach did 10% of the work, and yeah, we placed second. So that's good. And so that's my story, man. Again, heard from Scarf to Samurai. If you like what I said in this video, let me know in the comments. Follow or subscribe, and like this video as well. It reaches more people. More people probably need to hear the story, especially type 1 diabetics or diabetics in general. So peace.